Hello peeps, I'm Wurmspawn. Today, for our nostalgic stream, we're going to play Space Quest 4. Just need to switch over to the capture displays. Okay, yep. And let's begin. Ooh, gonna need to turn up the system sound quite a bit. Should be good. This is probably one of my favorite of the Space Quest series, if not my actual favorite of the whole Space Quest series. It's the one I've played the most, though there are still some things that I never really knew about it. And doing a little bit of preliminary research, a few things I thought I knew about it, but I never actually explored those kinds of avenues. Like, there's little tidbits in there, especially when it comes to the time travel sequence. This game involves time travel.
Our friend and semi-hero Roger
and
Wilco
voice
as
acting.
he rockets back toward his home planet
Excellent
Xenon,
voice acting work.
which he hasn't seen since Space Quest 2. Having successfully rescued those two ingrates from Andromeda, he decides a pit stop on Magmethius is in order. During the descent to this cosmic canteen, he is unaware of the interest that has been generated regarding his fate.
Accidentally hit the mic stand. There we go. Sorry if that was disturbing. Turn that down a little bit more. Magmethius.
We have confirmation of his position, Master.
Off to Magmethius with you then. It is time for Wilco to meet the fate which I have crafted for him.
As our story begins, we find the aluminum mallard parked outside a seedy spaceport bar.
This game's version at a cantina. Oh.
We join Roger as he relates one of his
And a
greatly
few too many.
exaggerated tales of adventure.
That's why I don't drink
the
alcohol.
aliens are only too happy to listen, as long as Roger is buying.
See, there
This
is
is water.
deadly root monster, a ferocious swamp creature, and a Labion terror beast to contend with. Then I had to outsmart another of Vohal's gorillas and steal the shuttle.
Are you Roger Wilco?
Yeah.
That was him
Please come with me.
recounting the events of Space Quest 2 in a very exaggerated manner.
Hello, Roger Wilco. Surprised to see an old friend? You have no idea how special this moment is for me. This is no chance encounter, I can assure you.
That would be Sludge
I have
Volhall.
this one loose end to tie up before I begin my
Without all
reign
the
as
cybernetics
supreme
and
being of
whatnot.
all that exists. I do not like to lose. You are a blemish on what would otherwise be a perfect record of domination, terror, and invincibility.
I don't know, considering the fact that you
Children
lost
never
your...
asked for a in Space Quest 2.
Yeah, considering the fact that you lost your
Anyway,
favorite device,
Relieve the pain of my humiliation and
it
prevent
didn't seem
you
like
from
you had
being
a
the pain
flawless
of
record.
my future. You must die. It's been nice seeing you one last time. Then, do the dirty deed.
Yeah, in Space Quest 1, we stopped him from getting back the star generator, which apparently he invented, and then the scientists from the Xenon Science Organization stole it from him, and then he tried to steal it back. So I don't think his record was very flawless, quote unquote.
Hey, I want to know what the...
Yeah.
I can't explain it all to
Convenient
you now.
bleeping.
They've got a beat on our coordinates. We've got to move fast. We got to do this fast. Shield your eyes. Jump into the time rip. Do it now. You've got to. If I take the time to explain, we're both parking lot pizza. You'll understand soon.
Now where am I? You wonder aloud to non-existent auditory organs. This place sure looks homey. Hey, wait! This looks just like Xenon. It is Xenon. It's really a pile. Along with the changes induced by an armed conflict, the city looks different, more modern, with a heavy dash of post-disaster seasoning. Casually glancing at the status line, you happen to notice that you're in Space Quest 12. What's happened?
Volhol's Revenge.
Who was that guy with
Volhol's
the
Revenge
overdeveloped
2.
hairdryer? Why did you let yourself be talked into jumping into some strange shimmering hole? Why are you talking to yourself? These incredibly intriguing questions will quickly be forgotten, with barely an electron stirred in that well-armored orb atop your shoulders.
Narrator has a lot of fun making fun of the player character. And we have two completely useless icons that I will try to remember to make use of.
Ah, the aroma of several adventure games emanates from your person. I'll bet you wish you could. The snappy scent of freshly chopped buildings fills the air. The wreckage left by the destruction of the entire Xenon civilization tastes a little like some ancient ruins you once sampled.
Okay. So let's just put a bit of a save here just to start our adventure so I don't have to worry about skipping and reloading and whatnot. Let's go! And I totally messed up the capitalizations, but oh well. I'm also gonna turn up the speed slightly.
A quick inspection reveals nothing of interest other than a glove box.
Okay, let's get into the glove box.
It looks like a genuine Pocket Pal portable terminal.
Yeah, let's grab
After
that.
taking a quick look around to reassure yourself that the place is as dead as it looks, you snitch the Pocket Pal laptop. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself.
And here's an old icon, the Energizer Bunny. I don't know how many people remember that as a thing. I don't even know if the commercials have decided to come back to that idea.
It's a lightweight, worn piece of rope.
One of the easiest ways to understand what is
You take this
interactable
small,
and what
frayed,
isn't is
useless-looking length of rope.
paying attention to what seems to be more animated than the painted backgrounds. You can obviously tell that the sprites seem somewhat more animated than the actual backgrounds are.
Don't mess with a crummy piece of rope.
We have 59 Buckazoids.
This is just a dumb terminal. It won't do anything by itself.
It's just a dumb. That's it.
It seems to have everything you'd look for in a street, with the exception of mobile creatures or vehicles. A battered and boarded storefront shows the wear and tear a little war can have on it.
Wild berry.
What?
A battered and boarded storefront shows the... A battered and... This is the only form of actual life that you've seen here. Its clothes are tattered, and a grotesque metal contraption is clamped to its head, which serves to hold the eyelids permanently open.
He sounds like a pleasant fellow. Let's go make friends. Making new friends.
He seems to be unaware of your existence, as though he is controlled by some other consciousness. Not with your tongue. Being downwind of the cyborg, you are very aware that it smells like a slice of luncheon meat that's been walking around in the sun too long.
Hey you, hey you, hey you. Okay, there he is. Come on. Ooh. Yeah, this is something that definitely scared me as a kid. Especially that.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload.
Yeah. Pant load in this case. Yeah, you know when you when you crap yourself laughing, that's essentially what that means.
The building is closed up with welded metal panels.
Gonna put that out there. 'Cause I need to capture me an Energizer bunny. Ah!
There are some finely honed reactions you've got there. Perhaps you're still suffering from time lag.
Get it? Time travel. Come on. There we go.
That was without a doubt one of the finest examples of bunny snatching I've ever seen. The stress placed on the rope during the bunny snatching was too much. You cast the useless fibers aside.
Let's see. Oop. Got a
You
battery.
extract the portable power pellet from the back of the bunny's polyplastoid torso.
Alliteration.
It would serve no purpose.
I wanted to set the bunny free. Oh well. Well, we did make a new friend. We made a new bunny friend, who we promptly killed because we took the battery out of. I wonder what's this way. Oh.
Serious damage to important body parts pretty much screws up any future plans you might have had for living. Bummer. Oh well, just think proudly of your accomplishment. On second thought, just think. It even happens to important people.
Yeah, the narrator likes to berate the player character a lot. Space Quest 6 is even worse.
There is no reply.
It's their way of trying to signify, instead of simply throwing back error messages or simply throwing back nothing at all, their way to try and comedic up the whole, we didn't expect you to click on that, is to give some kind of funny message for it. Yeah, let's just take a look in here.
Surprisingly, no one has taken this small, innocuous-looking piece of unstable ordnance.
Let's do the wise thing. Making smart decisions. Because I'm sure this thing will come in handy.
Okay, You now have the unstable ordnance. Remember, it was your idea. Good luck.
Ooh.
It would serve no... You can't use that here.
Or not, never mind. I wonder. Oop. On cue. What?
We're glad you could play.
Okay. I guess I am really making smart decisions.
Okay.
Gonna grab that. Now I'm just gonna get out of here. Come on, go down. Please go down. Thank you. Oh, you're gonna corner me, aren't you? Okay. I thought he was going to corner me in there, and there would be no way for me to be able to get out. Okay. I wonder.
Nothing happens. You can't use that here.
Ah.
You can't use...
Game doesn't want me to eliminate threats. Oh well. We're still making wise decisions. I'm still confident in what I'm doing. And, yeah, I do have to click a couple times on the edge of the screen because this is all being played through DOSBox, and because I need the mouse to actually be usable in other applications, I can't lock the mouse to the screen, so every now and then it kind of clicks off the window. Oh. Yeah.
I would think that something identifiable as unstable ordnance would be low on your list of fun and healthy things to carry. We hope you'll get yourself together and rejoin us. Isn't this a blast?
I've known about that death screen. Never actually chose to pursue it. That was funny. Okay. Let's actually make the smart decision and put this back.
A very wise choice. Carefully placing the unstable ordnance back inside the tank, you decide some things are better left alone.
Now let's get out of here. Oop, did not mean to do that, but oh well. Well, let's...
The large structure in the background captures your curiosity. It smells like trouble. What's going on in there? Nobody can reach that building from here with their tongue unless they're in a Leisure Suit Larry game.
Oh, Sierra referencing other games that they've made. Oop, get out of here. No! We're still making smart decisions. We're still doing the thing. Okay, let's get rid of the ordnance.
A very...
Let's save. Let's actually go the way we need to go. No, don't go up, please. Get in there. Whoa. Sorry. I keep accidentally hitting the mic. Or the stand the mic's attached to. Very sorry about that. Let me just turn down the mic gain a bit. Maybe that'll help alleviate any kind of issues when that kind of thing happens again. Very, very sorry about that. Okay.
It's just an average old-fashioned desk blotter. The strange little pedestal has wires running between it and the wall. It's an empty jar with a lid, neither of which does anything entertaining. You notice the shadow cast on the wall by the inaccessible grate above. You don't need to look at that.
What?
It smells like something that wasn't designed for noses. It smells just as good as it looks. It smells like something that wasn't designed.
Okay.
That's not a very clean habit. That's not a very clean habit.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, those are the generic, we didn't expect you to click on this.
You take the jar
messages.
into custody.
And because I know there's something else to do, let's get a bit of a
button.
exposition
Perhaps
dump.
I'll give it a press.
Data entry 22795. This message is to whomever may be so fortunate as to find it. I am Professor Lloyd, lead designer of the Xenon Supercomputer Project, the ultimate in artificial intelligence. The computer was designed to enhance our lives, but instead ended up being the ruin of us all. We made the mistake of tying it into the most important facets of our existence here on Xenon, including our weather control and defense systems. It seemed like a sound idea at the time, and all proceeded well for about 3 years. It was around then that a deep space salvage operation recovered what appeared to be some sort of antiquated data storage unit contained in a flimsy cardboard box on which the words Leisure Suit Larry were imprinted. On its back was the picture of a not particularly wholesome gentleman, but that's another story. My counterparts exhibited shameful behavior as they tore open the box to get at its contents. I could not understand the commotion it generated. The data was uploaded into the supercomputer for analysis. As a result, a crippling virus spread through the machine like a bad social disease. All control of the computer was lost. All screens went blank. Then these words were displayed by the monitors and uttered by the vocal outputs. Wilco must pay. From that day forth, the possessed computer waged war on the inhabitants of Xenon, using our own weapons against us. Some managed to escape to other planets. Those of us who remained stayed to fight the machines and robots under its control. It was a bloody war. Those of us that were not killed were taken captive and modified. These cyborgs infiltrated the loyal ranks of resistance, rooting out almost all of our hiding places and exposing us to the mechanical menace. Some of these poor souls still wander the streets. As of this recording, we are down to only a handful of rebels. My health is deteriorating rapidly. To make matters worse, I've just learned that the computer has unraveled the mysteries of time travel. I've sent my 2 best men to attempt to steal this new technology. If you are not a machine, then perhaps they were successful. Please realize, you are Xenon's last hope.
Yeah. I mean, we've rescued things in the past. We rescued our home planet. That was a bunch of a bunch of bumbling around. Yeah. Xenon doesn't have a lot of hope. Let's save the world again.
Oh no! The door has shut, and there's no way back. What are you going to do now?
Well, You gotta move. Oh, we got a slime creature coming. He's supposed to be coming. Okay. That's an unexpected bug. Let's just save this. This thing can kill me, but it is also important that I get some of it. 'Cause it's an acidy ooze monster thingy. And who knows when a bit of acid could come in handy. And no, I don't mean the hallucinogenic drug. I mean the stuff that'll actually, you know, eat away at you. Let's go this way. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's...
It would serve no... Okay,
Let's scoop up some of that stuff.
you scoop up the slimy secretion. Better get away now before it scoops you up.
Time to move. Okay, there we go. Let's see about possibly getting ourselves scooped up, because why not? Part of the humor of these games is experiencing all the deaths. Which is something that I didn't start really doing until I started trying to do some of these more nostalgic streams. Yep, there he is. That's a little gruesome. Like I said, the stuff that eats you
As
up.
the green slime dissolves the flesh from your bones, you think, hey, this stuff consumes 47 times its weight in acid.
That's some pretty good statistics. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. There's actually a certain time frame that you have to wait for in order to get to this ship without getting hit by the without getting discovered by the bad guys.
This seems to be a relatively spacious landing gear compartment. Wonder how cramped it gets in there when the gear is stowed.
And there'll be plenty other times for the bad guys to attack me, so that's why I didn't bother getting myself shot this time around. Check an important message, sorry. Looks a bit like a Pikachu-ish face. Yeah, as if these are the like little electronic dots and the eyes, and Pikachu's making a bit of an O face, as in like a surprised face. But we're at the bad guy's hideout now. Baddies. Rib. That was cringy, sorry. Anyway,
I've just completed a scan of the Labion sector of Space Quest 2. No sign of presence at this time.
he just went to the actual planet that I was sent to when I first encountered Volhall face to face. You know what? No, I'm just gonna. Hi guys. Ooh.
Halt! Some people just won't follow instructions.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real petload.
You kind of. Okay. Yeah, I would have followed the instruction if you'd said it before. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Oh, come on. There we go.
I've just completed a scan of the Labion. No sign of
Okay. Okay. First off, time travel. And as an important note, I need to write down this code, because I will need to get back here eventually. Well, let's bring that up so that way I'm not passing time. I honestly don't know if there's a certain point when the game just basically spits you back out because you didn't do anything inside the pod. They're like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. After they shoot you. Because, you know, you're not supposed to know that you're not supposed to be there until after they've already shot you for breaking the rules. There we go. And now, for a tiny bit of fun, let's see if this works. Yep, there you go. There's a little Easter egg.
It was the I Love Lunacy show. You must have briefly tuned into the electronic entrails of some long-lost civilization.
Who?
It would serve no purpose.
Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Okay, so... that... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, oops. Okay, there.
The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally,
Here's another Easter egg. We are now in Space Quest 3 on the planet that is volcano-esque. And we melt immediately because we don't have our thermoweave
this is
underwear.
Roger. This is Roger on Ortega. Any questions?
Actually, I didn't actually look around.
The time and
Yeah. This is the only thing about time travel that's somewhat annoying. You have to wait for this whole sequence to go through. I don't really think it's supposed to be a quote-unquote loading screen, but I guess it's just there for the sake of it.
this view provides a flashback to a recent adventure. It looks real hot out there. Hot enough for thermoweave underwear.
Yeah. Okay. Now, to move on with the rest of the game.
The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. And finally, nothing much happened.
Yeah. That was an invalid code. So we try again.
The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend. And finally,
There we go. Also, probably gonna have to write down this code as well, just in case. We are now in Space Quest 10. Still the future, but not quite the future of the hellscape that we just escaped. The reason why I have to write down this code rather than having it already is because this code is randomly generated every time you begin a playthrough of the game. And by randomly generated, I mean you yourself have to just basically click the pad with random codes until the game decides, yeah, you can travel. And then that code becomes the code for this area of the game.
peering through the port, you see an unusual land. Its wind-carved pinnacles and buttes bring back memories of the planet Corona, where this whole adventure mess started.
Not quite the planet that you ended up landing on in the first game, but fairly similar. And yes, the title of this game implies very much that these games were made by a bunch of guys. And while at this point they do have a much bigger team, the two main people that made this game are a bunch of dudes who are married, but they're still dudes. Can't think. There we go. Time to do a bit of wandering. Come on. Go down, please. Thank you.
The hot sun and the butte's seductive curves are strangely exciting. You've reached the plateau phase, which continues to the west, while the rocky layers climax in a makeshift staircase. In the distance, you can see the beautiful, tranquil sea of Estros.
I like how the narrator knows exactly where we are, but we're still just kind of like, where is this?
You see a stairway of wind-eroded rock winding its way down to the water below.
So yeah, just like every adventure game so far when it comes to the Space Quest games, we get out of a very perilous situation, end up being completely sidetracked.
Whoa! What was that?
In a way that will help us find things that will help us continue the mission, and eventually make our way right back around to where we first started in order to actually complete the mission. Come on. Oop.
A mysterious shadow quickly moves from your view.
Hello!
You get the feeling you're not alone here.
Well, we should just keep going down. It's the only other place to go. Come on. Go down, please. Thank you.
The water here is quite deep. Don't mess with it. Nah, you'd rather not. You never know where it's been.
It's water. Well, I suppose it's a foreign
It smells
planet.
just as good as it looks. You can't use that here.
Okay. Back up we go, I guess. Let's do a little bit of a save. Because why not? Okay. Close enough. Close enough to the ocean floor that we were able to survive that leap. But let's see if I'll survive the next one. Actually, if I fall off this way, I shouldn't survive. Because there's not a screen to fall down to. Yep.
You're glad you could play Space.
Yeah, doesn't really change anything, but oh well. So let's just keep going up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Okay. I think there's a, well, you guys probably can't hear it, but there's a bit of a background music that's been triggered that's not supposed to have been triggered just yet, so, oh well. Whoop!
Wow, what an incredible view. Wow, what an incredible view.
Glad the narrator's enjoying himself.
It smells like something that wasn't designed for noses. That's not a very clean habit. It tastes like nothing you'd ever want to put your tongue on again. You look pretty pathetic hanging under the pterodactyl. You can't do that.
Struggle free?
Don't mess with it.
Or not?
Don't mess with it. There is no reply. You talk to yourself, but you don't hear you.
Okay. That's esoteric.
Hey, those Talon things hurt. You didn't much care for the landing either. It smells just as good as it looks.
Oh, hello.
My. Rather than the sequel policeman penetrating the inner sanctum of the nest, the reverse obviously occurred. Right now, the sequel policeman has no distinct smell, but give him a few days and he'll be quite aromatic, not to mention plumped up like a ballpark Frank. Take it from someone who knows sick. Licking corpses is going way beyond simple dementia. Get a grip, pal.
Well, it's a good thing that the sequel police actually died on impact. Otherwise, I think we'd probably be in trouble.
Turn up a paper-wrapped wad of used chewing gum.
Because used chewing gum is definitely useful.
These symbols look vaguely familiar. Now, where have you seen them?
Probably in the time pod. Unfortunately, that's only half of a code. Still necessary, though. So let's just get out through this convenient hole. And this is where that music was supposed to come in. And for those of you that are more conservatively minded, I apologize. This can be a somewhat awkward scene. Yeah.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Not very subtle.
Here, Roger Wilco. After leaving me the way you did, you male scum. This is the last woman you will ever dump on. Right, girls?
Right.
Said you couldn't be tied down.
I said that?
You said you had to be free to roam the galaxy.
Was that me?
You'll be sorrier than you look. We'll see to that.
Yeah.
Into the sub, fly boy.
Now, because I'm such a smart guy, I'm gonna...
This would be an excellent time to keep your nostrils to yourself. Yeah, right. The time for talk on your part appears to have passed. Speak now, and forever hold your pieces. Her spear gun is pointed in a direction that eliminates any need for second thought. This one looks committed to finding out just how good you'd look on a spit. She looks like she might be familiar to you someday. However, the gun in her hand looks like it could limit the chance of any lasting relationship in the future, or the past. Do it, and die.
No, I'm just gonna leave.
Now
Or
this
not.
is a pain that'll linger. All the Ben Gay in Florida won't relieve this stiffness.
I think that's supposed to be a euphemism joke, but just gonna let that slide. Let's go in to the thing. I'm just making this worse.
Say, there's an odd-looking specimen. You hope these women soon realize that they must have the wrong guy. This is a sea cave. This is a...
This is Zandra.
You're not sure what it is, but you bet it would look cool spewing through the propellers.
Yeah, Zandra was just calling for them
Activate
to
the
open
door.
the thing. Yeah, that thing. They have an underground base. Which would make sense considering the fact that they have a sub.
You wonder if she has a boyfriend. Use it and lose it, buddy. Use it and lose...
Yep, okay, yep.
You'd better not. She looks like she knows how to use that gun. There is a faint... It's probably the most nauseating thing to smell in the whole family of smells. There is a faint odor of perfume mixed with the salty sea air. It smells just as good as it looks.
Okay, yeah, that was just an error message before.
Sit down.
Comfy, Mr. Wilco?
Somebody's into some stuff.
Hey, what are you doing? Let me go, witch.
Yeah,
Shut
that's the
up.
word you wanted to
Your
use.
whimpering sickens me. I'll teach you not to run out on me. Thorine is quite knowledgeable in the ways of torture. I'll let the two of you get acquainted. Thorine, do your stuff.
With pleasure, Zandra.
That's a voice.
Let me introduce you to a friend of mine. This is Epirip 357, the most powerful hand-hair remover in the universe.
This
and it's
person
capable
was
of shaving
Bowsette
your
before
legs
Bowsette was a
clean
thing.
off. I've always wanted to see a
That's pretty much
man
what it
shave
is.
with one of these, but I guess you'll do. Now you'll know the meaning of the word pain. It's a sea slug! Run, girls!
Well, you heard her. It's time to run. Time to run, girls. Cause yeah, I'm probably not anywhere near as courageous as some of these people are. At least Roger isn't.
It smells like something that wasn't designed. It smells... Nah, you'd rather... Keep your hands...
Yeah, this seems
You
fine.
can't do...
This fine. That's oh.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload.
Yeah, that didn't work. Let's try again. I'm sure you could probably guess what it was I was supposed to do, because the restraints suddenly disappeared, and we gotta push the button. Let's grab this, because it's nice and animated, and throw it in his mouth. Cylinder can plus really sharp teeth equals not a good day for him. Now suddenly we're
Wasn't he
heroic.
Great, girls. Well, Raj, I guess we can call it even. Thank you for ridding our fortress of that slimy, awful sea slug. I know I can't blame you for backing out at the last minute. I guess I was a little overbearing. Sorry. Can we still be good friends?
Well, now, wait a minute. Let's talk about this.
No, Roger. You were right. You don't need to spare my feelings. It just wasn't meant to be. It's better this way. Well, girls, I feel like celebrating. Let's go shopping!
Meanwhile, back in Space Quest 12...
Well, that wasn't... Oh, okay, yeah, the next... Okay, yeah. Uh-oh.
What have we here?
This is the rebel scum we captured in the Space Quest 4 time sector. He had just aided Wilco in escaping. The readout on his time gun indicates that Wilco was successfully transported into this time sector as you feared.
That is no longer a concern. Wilco will surrender to us once he has learned we have captured his son. Then he will be destroyed once and for all.
So yeah, the guy that rescued us is our son from the future. That's a nice complication.
Sail!
Yep. They've really changed their tone as far as strong independent women goes. Sorry, I just gotta answer a quick text. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's sail, because I spelled that totally wrong. But they dropped a card.
You pick up the ATM card.
Let's see what this place has to give us as far as places to go. Because we're in a mall. That would probably be
This
a women's.
is Socks, a high-class, high-priced dress shop.
Yep, it's a women's.
This guy looks like the living torso. He probably works for an intergalactic freak show.
That's not
This
very
is
nice.
a fine example of the wonders of fabricated flora. Why, it's Buckazoid Bill's Arcade and Sushi Bar.
Sushi bar.
Why, it's
Sushi bar. Arcade and sushi bar. That's an interesting mix. Yeah, the big and tall.
the sign reads Big and Tall.
That would be a men's clothing store, so if I need to replace my clothes, that would probably be where I need to go.
Monolith Burger, the only fast food chain to survive the infamous food wars.
So see, it wasn't Taco Bell that survived the food wars. It was Monolith Burger.
It's
Nope, there's
very
torso
pleasant
again.
looking. You don't need to. It's very pleasant. You don't need to. It's very.
Okay, I guess the narrator has nothing to say about Hertz So Good. It's an electronics store. Or rather, an electronics equipment store.
For some reason, there is a gathering here. It's the Software Excess Store. If it's soft, we're aware.
Yeah, you know what? Let's sail. Let's just try to leave. See what happens.
It's just another vital part of the. It's just another vital part of the Galaxy Galleria shopping mall.
I'm so sorry, excuse me. That would be Zero G Skate Arena. Imagine if that was a thing. Hi.
Boy, isn't it just like a sequel police cyborg to guard the main entrances and exits?
That's the game's way of keeping us in one place.
This guy, or is it a gal, doesn't look like anybody or anything you've ever seen before.
Let's see.
An Autobucks teller machine card.
Okay.
Your arms won't reach. Your arms won't reach. It would serve.
Now, see, here's the thing. Technically speaking, this entire sequence involving this card is completely
You
unnecessary.
obviously don't resemble a blonde woman. What a surprise.
And the thing is about adventure games is that if it's not nailed to the floor, take it. If, save often and try not to save over previous saves because you could save yourself into a game over. And another rule about adventure games, at least Sierra ones, is if ruining somebody else's life will help you to accomplish your goals, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That being said, the whole sequence involving that card isn't really necessary for completing the game. I will go through it because it does show off some stuff.
Yeah?
Oh, hello.
I'd like, We're out of it. We're out of everything, including employees.
Maybe it would be unwise to order a bacon burger. Woo! This dude smells like a pigsty.
Would you like to apply for a job?
Sure.
You would, huh? Well, this is the greatest opportunity you've ever had, kid.
Don't think I'm
Benefits
supposed to be
wazoo,
getting
and
this far
if
in
you
this
stick with me,
conversation.
half an hour or so, I'll make you my assistant manager. Now, how would you like that?
Gee, thanks.
Warning, the following sequence contains explicit arcade action and is not recommended for die-hard adventure players, the arcade squeamish, or those with poor to non-existent motor skills.
Okay, I'm gonna blame this one on game patches that have come out since it was originally released. I'm not supposed to get this far. This guy's supposed to be upset at the fact that I haven't replaced my pants and boots and all that kind of stuff. But why the heck not?
This is so easy, a human could probably do it. Burger comes out of the oven. Drop on your lettuce, your pickle, squeeze on your mayo, squirt on your mustard, on goes your ketchup, top it off with your sesame seed bun. You make 'em my way, and if you mess up enough times, you're out of here. Got it? If you need to know how to run the assembly line, read the sign. Just click it with the mouse or press R.
I'm just gonna.
I'm lettuce. Real old lettuce. Lay me down on the burger. I like to go first.
Bite me on the pickle.
Hi, I'm mayonnaise. I'm cholesterol-laden and ready to clog an artery when given the chance.
I'm your mustard. Squeeze me. Hello, I'm the ketchup. Did you know there's more sugar in me than in ice cream? It's a fact.
I'm your permabuns. Nothing goes out of here unless it's in me.
I'm lettuce.
I'm just going to play this sequence out for
You talk to yourself, but you
try and
Get your nose off me. What do I look like? A nostromat?
I'm the pickle. I smell like vinegar on a spring morning.
Don't bother. I'm really quite bland.
Pungent, eh? Yeah, that's right. No smell. Better no smell than a bad one.
I smell like any other set of 299-year-old buns.
Jeez. I'm just gonna up the speed. I'm not going to bother actually playing through this sequence because it's not very fun. I used to work at a restaurant. It's not good. But more than that, I can always come back to this place and just skip over the arcade sequence and end up getting money out of it that I need. So it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna let the game eventually kick me out. Like I said, I'm not even necessarily supposed to be doing this sequence. I was supposed to walk into the Monolith Burger and he was supposed to be like, "Hey, get out of here because you don't have shoes and pants and all that kind of stuff." Yep. I've got pants and shoes.
Fired.
Yep, that's definitely a bug problem.
Better job than you could.
And of course, it's comedic because he said the janitor and I'm a janitor. Yeah, that's a bug. I found a bug. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. But I guess that means I don't have to actually go to the big and tall. Because I've got pants.
Don't mess. You retrieve the cigar butt.
I managed to sequence break my way into doing something that I wasn't supposed to be able to do. That's interesting. So first off, let's check over this way.
Hey, not bad for a robotic mannequin. It's a nice outfit, but you're not sure you have the midriff for it. You like the shoes, but the stripes might make you look overweight. Would stripes look good on me, you wonder? Those boots are attractive. Fringe, would that be too daring? The skin color and cape make a statement. The kind taken in police stations.
Oof.
These wigs are the latest fashion, if you have a cone head or like the purple haze look. The latest in swank fashion, displayed in a number of horrifying colors. You check out the clerk. You've always had a thing for women with antenna.
Well,
the rich smell of robotic
at least he has
lubricants
alternative
wafts
tastes.
through your smell buds. Closet mannequin whiffer, eh? Techno smell emanates from it. Aromatic metals, lubricants, and synthetic materials emanate from its general vicinity. Smells robotic. It doesn't smell great, but it smells better than you. Despite your love for Syntho's skin, you decide that wouldn't be gentlemanly. Ouch! You almost got a sliver in your tongue. Nah, you've never had a taste for stripes. This doesn't look like your favorite flavor, mannequin. It tastes like Tarnex. Well, at least your tongue is tarnish-free. The rich...
Oh, yeah.
Hiya, hun. I'm Maybot, fashion consultant to the Cosmos. What can we, do with you today?
Well, this is kind of hard to explain.
Oh, let me guess. You want something for someone very special. Someone who died to get the latest in high galactic fashion. Are we right, or are we right?
We're right.
Yeah.
Okay. What size does she take?
Oh, 38.
Oh, I don't think we're right about that.
I'm not sure, but she's built about like me.
Yeah, Roger.
I like that story. Good thing for you, I can keep a secret, sweetie.
So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of cross dressing because
I'm sure this will
we
suit
need
that
to look like
special someone's needs.
a blonde
It's all the
woman
rage.
for the identity scan thingy.
I suppose you'll want to try it on now. Here, use this dressing room. And honey, if your special someone needs a wig, this one should look pretty good on you.
At least the robot's very intuitive as far as what I'm actually doing. Yep. There we go, strutting her stuff.
Very lovely, honey. It's made for you. Would you like us to wrap it up? Or would that special someone prefer you to wear it home?
I think I'll wear it home.
It's even got a mole.
Just what we thought. That will be 60 buckazoids, sicko.
How many do we... Oh, we only have 59. Oops.
Are you in need of an auditory exam or what? Pay up, pal.
These are some darn attractive wigs. Just the thing if you want a head like an axe, or you want to capture that Ed Grimley look.
Yeah, we'll come back for this.
Quickly changing your clothes, you emerge in your space guy wardrobe.
We'll come back. Now that we don't have to worry about getting ourselves redressed at the Big and Tall, we can just go straight over to the Monolith Burger.
Thanks for shopping at Saks.
Get ourselves some extra money. Whoa! Oops. Let's try that again. That would be a closed application. Okay, let's restore our game. Okay, so... Well, at least that saves us going all the way back to Monolith Burger and doing this whole sequence again. Oh! There we go, that's what's supposed to happen.
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
The game finally caught up with the fact that we tried to sequence break it. So let's go get ourselves fixed up.
Pardon me, sir. You appear to be in dire need of my services.
French robot.
This is your friendly sales clerk. He's automated and comes complete with a built-in attitude. This looks like a pressure suit for something with upper body appendages. This suit is a replacement shell for some sort of exoskeletal wanderer. And hey, check out those boots.
So many
It
of
looks
them.
like a slip cover for a snake. This one looks like it might have been designed for ceremonial functions. The well-dressed alien will want to be seen in this lovely ensemble, perfect for those nights out at the Solar Ballet. The bargain shelves are loaded with all types of great things nobody would want. The reduced cost shelf is stocked full of wonderful merchandise.
Let me know if there is anything I can get for you.
It doesn't smell great, but...
Would you stop moving, please?
It tastes like nothing you'd ever want to... It tastes like...
Okay.
I'm sorry. I
Just
lost
stop
my
moving around.
boots and the legs of my pants in a deadly fight with a giant sea slug, which I won in the nick of time with my clever thinking and my
cleverness. Yeah.
I see. Well, all right. Let me get your measurements.
I don't think the robot bought that at all.
We've got just the thing for the likes of you. I assume you will be wanting something in the generic Space Hero line? These will do for you. Try them on in the dressing room here if you wish.
You change your clothes, not forgetting the items in your pocket. You never know when you'll need them. You step out looking good as new.
That will be 20 buckasoids, please.
Significantly less costs to get these. So that'll be good.
Thank you so much for shopping with us, sir. Do come back soon.
Okay. Bye-bye. Now, we have... Oh, well, we need to... Come on. No, get out of the way. Oh, darn it. We've got a couple more things that we need to do before we move on to the next sequence of the game. Obviously, we're going to need to get some more money at Monolith Burger by skipping over the arcade sequence, because I don't want to put you guys through that, or myself, for that matter.
Yeah?
I'd like...
We're at... Would you like...
Sure.
You would?
Chief!
Warning, the following sequence contains explicit arcade
Please
action.
let me wimp
It
out,
is not
but
recommended
can I
for
have the
diehard-
cash?
Oh, by the way, you're about to be fired.
You're fired! My janitor could do a better job than you could.
Okay. It's so good, we don't need to go there just yet, because that's an expensive hardware store. But this place is our less expensive software store. Oh, no, come on. Walking against the horizontal escalator. There we go.
Sorry, but the crowd completely cleaned out my stock of Sierra software. The only thing that's left is boring home and business application software, along with a few inferior games. But feel free to look around anyway. If you're here to return something, forget it. We have a strict no returns policy. I'd like to help you out, guy, but you know how corporations are.
The clerk is keeping his eye on you. The clerk was right. Only boring applications software remains. The clerk was right. A bargain bin containing discount software.
Let's go check through it.
The latest bomb from master storyteller Maury Bryanarty, Boom, is a post-Holocaust adventure set in post-Holocaust America after the Holocaust. Neutron bombs have eradicated all life, leaving only you to wander through the wreckage. No other characters, no conflict,
So,
no puzzles, no chance of dying,
Fallout
no
without
interface. Make this
the extra
easiest to
survivors.
finish game yet. Just boot it up and watch it explode.
Yeah, Fallout without the extra game characters.
Find anything you like,
A
Oh,
bargain.
whoops. I didn't mean to actually do that.
It's the newest in the wacky Jaime Lipschitz series. Jaime, son of a wealthy New York furrier, has gone wild with Dad's frequent flyer vouchers again. Can you track Jaime down and bring him home to meet the girl Mom's picked out for him? Hold on to your yarmulke. Yes, Jaime Lipschitz strikes again. 640K, Ronald MT32, and 3.5 circumcision required.
Yeah, let's resume. That's
Here at
Jewish
last,
jokes all
with
over the
a
place.
combination of SAI, simulated artificial intelligence, and VRAI, virtually real artificial intelligence, we at Max This Software have created a simulated simulator experience that's unlike anything you've ever simulated playing before. With SimSim, you can create a simulated environment in which you can create any simulated environment you want.
Given the latest trend of simulator games, I'm honestly surprised this hasn't happened. For real. Move these aside.
Following closely on the heels of his hit tic-tac-toe construction set, Phil Fudge does it again. Using a simple point-and-click interface, you construct the checkerboard of your dreams. Fill in an 8x8 grid with squares of your choice, red or black, in any arrangement, as long as it's alternating. Don't like it? Erase it and start all over again. Requires MCGA, CGA, VGA, PGA, or Ta-ra-ra-boom-GA.
Oh, goodness. Games about constructing game boards.
Head for the hills, it's coming, and this time it's hungry. It Came for Dessert is a thrilling action-adventure in which a mob of pushy, overweight relatives invade your kitchen. Armed with only a Jell-O mold and a pastry bag, you must repel the invaders, always keeping an eye on your blood sugar level. It's the merriest mix-up since Enemaware's fabulous Defender of the Crown Rib Roast. From the folks who brought you Astro Chicken. When it comes to stimulating chickens, Chuck Egger is the expert. And now you can learn from him. Design the chicken of your choice. Over 40 options including lips, no lips, and laying frequency. And take your creation for a wild ride over real barnyard scenery based on an authentic flight model of a chicken. You're in for a peck of fun now. Presenting the latest in the award-winning King's Quest series from the still active mind of aging Roberta Williams III, latest in the award-winning Roberta Williams series. What happens when Old Man Graham and his family are kicked out of Daventry Condo Association? You'll meet the fabulous Bernoulli brothers, Professor C.D. Romberg, and of course Rumpelstiltskin, over 12 gigabytes in length.
Over 12 gigabytes. Jeez. Back then, that was big. As in, like, a lot of storage space.
The two guys from Andromeda's latest sci-fi comedy, Space Quest 4, will give you hours of frustration unless you have this hint book. Want to know how to get the dog into the hanging basket? Want to find out how to attach the melon? Buy this hint book and it all becomes obvious. You'll hit your head and say, boy, how stupid could I have been? A moron could have figured this out. I must be a real dimwit, a pathetic nimno, a wretched, idiotic excuse for a human being not to have figured out these simple puzzles in the first place. Try it and see.
Now, this is more or less a commentary on Sierra's little exploitation bit where they had a shopping hotline, not a shopping hotline, a helpline that cost money to get hints from. And
I see you've made a selection from our box of slop bargain bin.
And sometimes it seemed like the only way that you were ever going to get any kind of hint as far as how to fix
Thank you.
the puzzles was if you called the line, if you called the hotline to get the hints. And this book does actually have answers for this game that aren't revealed any other way. So we just spent 5 in-game fake money in order to get the hints that we need to complete the rest of the game. That's a bargain. Ooh, misclicks. Okay, we're past him. Now to deal with, I'm just going to go and do this. There is another arcadey sequence coming up.
As you look around the arcade, you see that some of your old favorites are still working. Monaco Princess Stunt Drivin', Choke and Croak, Ghetto Blaster, and Dweeb Hunter. The air is filled with smoke, sweat, and ozone, reminding you of your favorite cologne, Night in Programming. As you look around the arcade, As you look around the...
Okay, never mind. Whoop, hello. Yeah, we've got ourselves a bit of a chase sequence coming up now. Come on, go, please go down. Oh boy. Let's get out of here. Because we gotta make our way right back around to get into that time pod. But obviously the bad guys are going to be waiting for us. So time to do some 0G skating. Oh.
Well, maybe. It's worth a try.
That's not supposed to happen. This is probably going to be annoying. Oh, come on.
Well, maybe. It's worth a try.
Please do not tell me that this game's going to do this to me. Of course it is. Let's go back around. Let's see if... Unfortunately, when it comes to this game, there are some timing issues that are accelerated because of faster computers' processing powers and whatnot. That is the case. Yep.
Smoking is bad for your health.
Okay. If that is the case, I'm probably going to have to call it on this one and patch this game up before the next stream. Simply because I don't want to have to go through all of that and have you guys on hold while doing it. Not that I really think very many people are watching, but still. Gonna try one more avenue about trying it. Oop. This way. Down here.
Zap.
Yep. Okay, come on. No, please go down. Go down, please. Oh, jeez. Go all the way to the end here. Yeah, they're there.
Halt!
Yep.
Wilco!
Next time, don't dilly-dally, dude.
Okay. That is definitely going to have to be it. I thank you guys. I want to thank you for joining me. This is just going to have to be the first half of playing through Space Quest 4. I wanted to get the entire game done, but because of how this game reacts to modern systems, the timing is somewhat screwy. So I'm not actually given enough time to be able to get out onto the zero-G skating rink in order to actually get away from the bad guys. So I will fix that. Might even have to play all the way up to this with a completely new save directory and whatnot. But by next stream, I will be back up to this point. I will be able to get through this sequence and move on to the next sequence and potentially the rest of the game. So thank you for joining me. This has been Wurmspawn. See you later.